What's up, everybody? The Iceman on the Iceman V2013 YouTube channel. Yeah, and I don't need these glasses today. I should get my sunglasses, but first, a little bit of Mountain Dew. Doesn't anybody see, or is it just me and a few handful of others, see what the WWE realized? All right, last night's Rumble. Everybody is upset, okay? And, in a way, I understand the reason why. But hear me out. The WWE made such a transition when the Shield came in and the younger talent to make their move up the ladder, to make their move to being the main eventers, that they pushed the Ortons and the Cenas and everybody else aside. They pushed them aside. Now, you need a good transition. That's what you need. So all of a sudden, you got the new guys coming in, and if the Cenas and Ortons beat them, then you're bitching because Cena and Orton aren't putting them over. But if the new guys defeat Cena and Orton all the time, it's taking away the reputation of both Cena and Orton and what they've accomplished in the WWE. And I'm not only talking about Cena and Orton, I'm talking about all the other guys in the last so many years, like the Jerichos and whatnot. We're going to get to Jericho in a minute. But the WWE decided to do this, and all of a sudden it was all younger guys. We already saw John Cena with the CM Punk ordeal. He lost all the time to CM Punk when it came to a title match. But when it was a non-title match, we all remember, I believe it was that February of the year. I'm losing track of years because I've watched wrestling for so long. But Cena defeated Punk when Punk was going to put his... Cena put his number one contendership to face The Rock at Mania on the line, and Cena defeated Punk in a classic match there in February, late February. Now, Cena has gotten the title since then, but it was not meant to be, really. Cena ended up taking over to get the title because of Daniel Bryan's injury. And if it wasn't for that, it was for other reasons. And then he got squashed by Brock Lesnar, which now you look back, Lesnar squashing Cena and Goldberg destroying Lesnar. It's like, wow. So, but anyway, to get to my point. So the WWE was emerging all these young stars, pushing them right up to the top. So the guys like Orton, Cena, and even, the guys that were up there but not really main eventers, but between mid-card and main eventers, they were like, wow, we have to keep taking losses. But then you have, now, the validity of it all. Seth Rollins is a true superstar in the making with the WWE. I mean, he's already there, but he's got a lot of years ahead of him, as well as Roman Reigns. Kevin Owens has been in the business for many, many years, so has an AJ Styles. But so the WWE decided to push them all up. So Cena, Orton, and the crew sort of took a back seat. But when they did the brand split, they weren't quite really thinking well enough. So you split up the brand. You put your real huge guys at this point on Monday Night Raw, which at the time the young guys was Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. They took the WWE champion when they did the brand split and put him on SmackDown. So they'd have a big guy on SmackDown in the name of Dean Ambrose. Then AJ Styles emerged. They put him on SmackDown. John Cena comes back. He goes to SmackDown. And this is another thing. Cena and Orton going to SmackDown delegated them to the B show. WWE saying you're not as important as what you used to be. But you're still important, but not like you used to be. So you're going to go to SmackDown. Well, the WWE realized that we can't make this big transition with all these young stars without using these stars from yesterday. So, you saw it last night's Rumble. We've seen Chris Jericho around for many, many months, and now he finally got a title. He got the U.S. belt. In my eyes, I wanted to see him get the Universal title. But maybe that's down the road. Maybe that's going to happen at Mania, or maybe he loses at Mania. But he'll get there, and he'll face Kevin Owens. But the point is, they're using the yesterday stars more now than what they first did, which is what they should have done in the first place. Because the transition from young or old to young real quickly didn't work. So now, people are bitching about last night's show, okay? I know a lot of people are complaining about Randy Orton winning the Rumble. Now, will he face John Cena at WrestleMania, a match we've seen millions of times? Probably not. And here's the downside of it all. They did a good thing by intermixing the yesterday stars with the today stars. But they didn't think really quite ahead what they really should have done. Okay? Because if Cena and Orton face off at Mania, we don't want to see it. So the other alternative is Orton having a match with somebody for his number one contendership for the main event at Mania with somebody else, and he could lose. Or Cena loses at the Chamber and does not go to Mania as the WWE champion, which I think would be a sad thing because it is his 16th title reign. I think it should be at least until Mania. The WWE got themselves in a jam here. You know, I really thought if they did it right, you know, they didn't have to have John Cena win last night. They really didn't. They could have waited. They could have had Roman Reigns defeat Kevin Owens. They could have done that. But they chose not to. And this changed everything. But it also set up a fact where Jericho and Owens, because they've been such good buddies for such a long time, we all know the routine. At the end of your comradeship and you're, getting along for so long, you break up. You turn on each other. Now, they have a match. Will Jericho beat Owens? I don't know. Will it be just a one-on-one match? I don't know. Could it be inserted into a three-way or a fatal four? I don't know. But the WWE sensed a lot of things, and they started going in the right direction, but they made a few mistakes here and there and whatnot. They did a good job with AJ Styles. John Cena helped make AJ Styles even bigger in the WWE for the fact that AJ beat him on those occasions. I mean, John Cena, recently, let's face it, the last 10 years, him and Orton are the two top guys in the WWE. More so Cena because he held more titles. Not always all that long, but he still held them. So beating John Cena still is a notch on the headboard. And so the WWE decided to do this. And I think it worked. But they did it because they had to do it. Because they should have done it in the first place by having Cena, Orton, and the other guy, even Jericho and the other guys. Well, Jericho wasn't really around much because he left for his band. But anybody else that was really up there, they should have intermixed them. Because what had happened was main events on Raw was just totally the same thing all the time. It was Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, it was Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, and it went on for months. They didn't need to do that. Maybe they realized. I don't know, because I don't know what's to come next. But all I know is the two guys that have carried the WWE through the past decade, Randy Orton and John Cena, got appreciated by the WWE last night at the Royal Rumble. And I'm happy with that, and I'm happy as hell that John Cena finally got to tie Ric Flair's record, because the WWE is recognizing a man who had a great career, but I think his career was so much greater, so much earlier, back in the Crockett promotion days, back in the NWA days, and then early on in WCW. His career was so much better back then, but he wasn't with the WWE or the WWF. Cena and Orton were all the way through from beginning to end, and they need somebody that was there the whole time in that promotion to be the guy to either tie or break Ric Flair's record, taking nothing away from Ric Flair. And I was a huge Ric Flair fan back in the day, and everybody knows that. So I have no problem with Orton winning the Rumble last night. I just was confused, but I did post on Facebook that it could be Randy Orton because I had a hunch it was going to be Orton. At first I thought it was The Undertaker, but I was reading a lot of stuff and I had a hunch it was going to be Orton. John Cena, I did not know. I had no clue that John Cena was going to win that WWE title last night until after Charlotte defeated Bayley and after Kevin Owens defeated Roman Reigns. I said to myself, there's no way AJ's retaining. They're not going to do that. A belt's going to change. Whether it was last minute or not, it still was deserving. And John Cena and AJ put on a clinic. They put on a show. They had a great match. It was probably the best match of the night other than Rich Swann and Neville. But it was a great match nonetheless. And we saw moves by Cena and AJ that we haven't seen before in the past. And you got to love it. There you have it. Cena, Orton. The WWE. That's why we're still here watching it today, is because of those two guys. And I don't want to disrespect Chris Jericho, because Chris Jericho has been a big part of the WWE for so many years. He was great in WCW. The WWE utilized him where WCW didn't. And he's another man. So, there you have it, here today on the Iceman V2013 YouTube channel. Have yourself a great day, because I'm enjoying my day. I'm out in Portland, Connecticut, and I'm having a ball. See you next time.